This tutorial is an overview of the use of Flickr as a means of acquiring images for the use in digital storytelling. Upon completion of viewing this tutorial, you should be able to find Flickr, to search for images based on tags, to do an advanced search, to find Creative Commons licensed resources, to select an image by its size, download an image, document the location, the URL of that image, and the owner of the image, and you should be able to create a gallery so that when you're searching multiple images for a project, you can easily manage those resources. So let's get started. Here we are on the Flickr homepage. In this case, you're looking at My Account. Now, Flickr is a product that is owned by Yahoo. It is an image hosting site which allows individuals to upload images to be shared with other people who have access via the internet. There are many things you can do with Flickr. This tutorial will keep it fairly simple, trying to find resources for your digital storytelling project. First of all, Flickr is located at www.flickr.com. To do a basic image search on Flickr, you come here to the search box. You can see that I was searching earlier for the word flower. This is a tag. I'm going to change that to the word frog and simply come to the right and click search. And this will find resources that have been identified with the tag of frog. Now obviously there's the amphibian frog, but you may also find something such as the frog, which is part of a violin, or anything else that's tagged with that word frog. And there are many images here, some of which are for commercial use only. So let me show you the results of this. If I scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see that the word frog called up over 700,000 images right here, or not only images but video as well. I want to reduce that down to a number that's more manageable, and I want to find resources that are available to me for use in an educational setting. So I'm going to go back up here by the search button and click on Advanced Search. Now there are a number of ways to limit the search here, where I could have all of these words, exact phrases, and so forth. I'm simply going to search on frog, and I'm going to go down here to the media type, and I'm going to restrict it to photos only. And then I'm going to go down further under the Creative Commons area and say search only within the Creative Commons licensed content. And furthermore, I want to find content that I can modify, adapt, or build upon. So this is content that other individuals are willing for me to use as long as I give attribution, give them credit for owning and sharing these images. Once I've made those selections, I click on Search. And again, when I scroll to the bottom, you'll see that that number has been greatly reduced from over 700,000 images to just over 49,000 images. Now that's still a lot of images to sort through. But what I'm going to do here is just go down and begin to look at some of these images and see if there's something that might meet the needs for my project. So let's see what we have here. Okay, let's say I would like to use this image potentially. I click on the image and it takes me to a page which shows the image in a larger size. Perhaps I'd like to have another size of this image for my project. If so, I can go here to the Actions area, click the little triangle, which opens up a pull-down menu and allows me to go to View All Sizes. When you get to the page where you're looking at the image and want to see that image in different sizes, simply come up to the Actions area, Click on the little triangle to expand the pull-down menu and click View All Sizes. This will display everything from a small square image of 75 pixels to a thumbnail to small, medium, and so on. Not all images provide a large image, but in this case the largest one is 1024 by 682. We want an image that will be large enough to display in our final video production without distorting. So I tend to use these larger images or somewhere in this area for my projects. If I click on medium 640, you'll see that it displays a different image, and so forth. If I go to the small image 240 by 160, you'll see that displayed as well. So this is a way to find images that have already been resized, and it eliminates the need for you to work in Photoshop if resizing is the only issue that you are addressing. As I stated earlier, for our project in digital storytelling, I'm going to use the large image. Once I've clicked on that, I simply come over here to where it says download whatever the selected image size is, and it will download it. Once I click OK, it will download it into my download area on my computer. Then I can copy it over into a folder that I'm using to manage the resources for my digital story. Once I've downloaded the image I want to be sure to give credit to the individual who shared this image with me. So I usually go back to the original image source by clicking Photo, and it takes me back to this display size, and you can see that the URL, the web address, is displayed up here, and I'll copy that, and also I'll provide the name of the person who's sharing this resource, and this I'll put in the credits for my digital story. Now, so far I've addressed the idea of finding one specific image relatively quickly and documenting the sources. What I want to encourage you to do is to get a Flickr account, and then I would like for you to go under where it says You and click on your galleries. And initially you will not have any galleries, but you can create galleries here. As you see, I have done an image area just for hands, for images of speed, reflections, and one here for examples for digital storytelling. So I would recommend you make a gallery for your specific story that you're working on, and then when you click on that gallery, you'll see that all the images that I have stored are for that particular thing. Creating a gallery is a simple thing to do. You can actually do it on the fly. So once you've found an image, just come up here to Actions and click the little triangle which expands the menu for selecting different actions, and click on Add to a Gallery. And here you'll see that I have the opportunity to either go to my existing ones or to create a new gallery. So I'm going to click on Create New Gallery. And here I'll give it a title. We'll call it Frog Story. And if I want, I can give it a description down here. It's not necessary, so I can type in that box. And we'll simply click Create Gallery. And there you see it on the list. So we'll say Done. Now I can go here to Add to Gallery, and it already has the image that I selected inside the gallery. Now with my gallery in place, I can go back and search for more images. So let's see what other frog images I might want. Let's say I want, let's see, maybe I want this one. I can select that. And now go to Actions, add it to my gallery, select the frog story, and say Done. Again, go back, find another image that I want, maybe this fossil image, Actions, add it to my gallery. Again, frog story, and Done. So this is a very convenient way to earmark some items that you think may be possible images you'll use in your story. Then when you're ready to do your storyboarding and actually selecting the images, you can come back very quickly and find these resources.